The Internet describes the Renaissance as a period in European history marking the transition from the Middle Ages to modernity and covering the 15th and 16th centuries, before Descartes was a schoolboy. This is a familiar framework in Anglophonia. Italians have extended the chronology to 1639 in order to cover the lifetime of Tommaso Campanella, who gets little attention from philosophers writing in English. The French have made a similar accommodation for different reasons. Their hero at the trailing edge of this transformation is Descartes, not Campanella, and their story goes from Petrarch to Descartes, a partition of history discussed in the first chapter of this book. Jules Michelet, a French historian and political activist, applied the term Renaissance to Europe's past in 1855. Jacob Burckhardt, a Swiss connoisseur of art who wrote in German, adopted and adapted Michelet's construct in 1860. Explorations of cultural history guided by this chronology of rebirth left Anglophone philosophers cold after World War I, as they narrowed their questions in quest of greater depth. As things stand today, students in Australia, Ireland, New Zealand, North America, and the United Kingdom, where philosophy's presence in universities is large, approach the past of this subject through the usual AMM sequence, and seldom with reference to a philosophical renaissance. The neglect might be justified by facts if it were actually hard to name a great philosopher from the 3 centuries between Occam and Descartes. Compare previous centuries back through the 12th. Abelard, a great philosopher by recognized standards, died in 1142. Aquinas, great by all accounts, died in 1274. Scotus in 1308, Occam in 1347. Additional nominations for greatness: John of Salisbury, 1180, Henry of Ghent, 1293, Jean Buridan, 1358, might be less compelling. What about the near-great and non-great? A Manual of Philosophy in the Middle Ages, published in 2003, listed 138 names, mostly from after 1100. Bibliographies for these entries showed that living philosophers had studied the dead philosophers,